joining us. I'm Christine Pitawanich. We begin this noon with something thousands of Portlanders have had to deal with more in recent years. We're talking about stolen cars. We've seen spikes in recent years, but thanks to a unique collaboration, those numbers are going down. Portland police say they saw a 40% decline in stolen cars between March of last year and this past March. One of the Bureau's unique partnerships is with OHSU's Knight Cancer Institute. The scientists and data analysts there help officers identify what's working when police go out and bust stolen cars, and also how to better spot them. Another big player, the Facebook group PDX Stolen Cars, which has over 20,000 followers. The group posts pictures and they cruise around looking for stolen cars. Investigators say the partnerships are paying off.
We certainly had a hope and a belief that, if we looked at this in a very specific way, if we thought outside the box, and if we, applied best practices from outside industries, from the private sector, from the medical industry, and we leveraged their methodologies, that, we could improve our results. That was the goal.
And police say steering wheel locks can really help keep cars from being stolen. You can stop by the Bureau's East Precinct to pick one up. The KGW Solutions Project is all about sharing stories like this one. So if you know a person or an organization that is working to solve some of the biggest challenges in our community, send an email to solutions@kgw.com. And for more of our Solutions Project stories, you can go to kgw.com/solutions. Okay, now to some other local headlines that we're following for you. The owners of Migration Brewing are out thousands of dollars after a break-in at their Northeast Portland location. This is the 5th time it's happened at that particular spot, and they say the city's inaction is partly to blame. Here's KGW's Blair Best.
Look closely at the table near the back windows, and you'll see the moment 2 thieves broke into Migration Brewing off Northeast Gleason Street. You can hear them smash a window. They wait for the alarm to go off, and it didn't right away, so they crawled through the broken glass, cut open the safe, and stole about $3,000 in cash before casually walking out the front door. Police showed up about 20 minutes later, and it all happened just after 6 o'clock Wednesday morning.
But then to wake up and have somebody being able to walk out in broad daylight after breaking in is kind of ridiculous.
Colin Rath is the brewery co-founder. Next to him is the damaged safe.
Cut with what looks like a hot knife through butter.
These types of break-ins aren't new to Colin.
I just think, yet again, this is the 5th time in less than 3 years that this particular location has been broken into.
Mayor Ted Wheeler's office told KGW they have been in contact with the brewery and are working to connect them with a small business repair grant, which covers up to $10,000 in physical damages. That does not include stolen cash.
I think it's a Band-Aid over a bullet hole.
Is proposed for council adoption fiscal year 2024-25 budget.
Inside council chambers Wednesday, Mayor Wheeler proposed adding an additional $500,000 to the small business repair grants, given how often vandalism and break-ins happen.
Politicians need to start making some changes. They need to start creating some accountability.
Last month, Migration Brewing was named Oregon's Small Business of the Year.
That award was something that kind of gave us some wind in our sails of like, this is why we've worked so hard. This is why we've made some of the decisions we've made. And then something like this happens, it's deflating.
Blair Best, KGW News.
Okay, people will do a lot for what they think will be a cool selfie. In fact, someone apparently climbed a power line tower, then fell 40 feet while they were trying to take one. Witnesses say they heard a transformer blow yesterday around 5 p.m. and saw someone climbing the power line tower near Selwood Riverfront Park when they got electrocuted when they were trying to take that selfie. That's when they fell 40 some odd feet into some bushes. Fortunately, they're going to be okay, but Portland Fire is reminding people not to put themselves in dangerous situations. Okay, let's head up to Vancouver now, where police are looking for a man they say stabbed a woman in the neck on the Clark College campus Tuesday. Take a look at these surveillance photos. Do you recognize that guy? The woman says she was sitting outside the Archer building when he came up and started screaming, asking for help. At first, she thought he had punched her, but then she realized she'd been stabbed. She was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Police say they think the same man also tried to get into a different woman's car on campus Monday. In that instance, that woman screamed and ran away, and he ran away. So if you recognize him, call Vancouver police. ODOT is facing a new lawsuit that's trying to block the addition of freeway lanes as part of the Rose Quarter project. 5 groups filed the suit. Plaintiffs include No More Freeways, Bike Loud PDX, and the Elliott Neighborhood Association. They say ODOT's $2 billion proposal, which includes adding lanes to ease congestion at the I-5 bottleneck, conflicts with the city's clean air and climate goals. They're demanding a new environmental review that looks at other options. Federal officials already signed off on ODOT's environmental review back in March, giving it the green light to move into the design phase. We've also got a quick traffic alert for you. Anyone traveling through downtown Portland today, crews are working on the hotel drop-off and loading areas on Southwest Broadway, and they say drivers can expect some delays. So the 2 main spots to avoid are in front of the Heathman Hotel between Salmon and Main Streets, and the Hotel Vance between Columbia and Clay Streets. The work is scheduled to be finished tomorrow. Let's get to weather with Rod now. Rod, sunshine here in Portland, but not the same situation everywhere.
Yeah, I want to start with our wind advisory that went into effect at 11 o'clock this morning. Now it's up for the remainder of this afternoon until 11 p.m. tonight. And we're talking about gusty west winds from roughly the Dalles out in the Columbia Basin, out into Pendleton. And we, in fact, have the wind blowing pretty good. These are wind gusts right now from the Dalles to 26, and then a gust of 40 out in Pendleton. Again, it looks like there could be some wind gusts get up to 50 in some scattered locations, maybe even 55. It's also breezy down in Burns, and there's Rome, west winds at 20 miles per hour. So we're keeping an eye on that. Meanwhile, the thick marine deck that I thought we would get this morning in the Rose City never really got thick. It is still cloudy in Astoria. This is the one corner of our state that has been overcast all day. 58 degrees. You actually get some breaks in the clouds when you get down to Cannon Beach. Here's the Reserve Vineyards and Golf Club out on Loa. You can see the winds are blowing things around a little bit, but downtown Portland is pretty quiet. We're at 66 thanks to the sunshine. See clouds up to our north and up to Seattle. We will be looking at increasing cloudiness later this afternoon and then into this evening. I've up today's high to 74. Could be some sprinkles or traces of rain this evening. It's a cooler weather pattern trying to take hold. We'll have more in your forecast coming up.
Yeah, still nice though. Okay, thank you, Rod. Some families in the Beaverton School District are worried their kids' school may be closing to fill up a new, bigger Raleigh Hills Elementary School. It's currently under construction, but could hold up to 750 students. Many of those students would be relocated from smaller schools like Raleigh Park. But parents are upset and say the district has not been transparent with their plans. They say they only found out about the idea after a parent read the notes from a recent school board meeting.
This process has happened so quickly that there hasn't been enough consideration onto the effect of student success.
You know, I have a lot of concerns about my daughter's ability to thrive in an environment with 700 plus kids.
We reached out to Beaverton Schools, but officials there declined our interview request. If the proposal is approved, students would not move to Raleigh Hills Elementary until the 2026-2027 school year.